Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my shoebox adventures. Steve the Happy Camper here. I am on BLM land, just outside the KOFA National Wildlife Reserve, or Preserve. I came down the 95, 18 miles south of Quartzsite last night, turned onto Palm Canyon Drive, maybe Palm Canyon Road. It leads obviously to Palm Canyon, which is a popular hiking destination in the KOFA National Wildlife Preserve. Now, I'm on BLM land. I'm outside the preserve right now. It was dark, and hunting for a place to camp in the dark is always a bad idea. So I saw this spot here. It was level, looked level. I needed to get to some place where I could stop and sleep for the night, and then decide if I'm going to stay here or if I'm going to move my campsite. I can explore from here. We'll see. The sun's just peeking up over the mountains. It's 44 degrees out here, but we're going to get up to about 78 degrees later, so it's going to be a beautiful day. Here's a look at the rig. I'm in the Tab today, the Tab 320, my new shoebox. Very comfortable. I've got some coffee brewing in there. I'm about to have some yogurt for breakfast and get this adventure going, but I wanted to show you my early morning setup. Now, this is a beautiful area, and we're gonna check it out. We're gonna see if this should be on your boondocking bucket list. I think it might be. Yeah, so that's what's on the agenda today. We might do some hiking. We'll go up to the trailhead, see what Palm Canyon's all about, and give you a breakdown. This area is huge. It's diverse. There's bighorn sheep here, all kinds of wildlife. I was kind of hoping for a little bit of bloom, and we'll see about that. Yeah, time will tell. Thanks for coming along, you guys. Oop, there's the sun right in your face. Hope this is going to be a fun one. Stay tuned. We'll find out. KOFA National Wildlife Refuge. Okay, so the boundary, we just crossed the boundary. We're on it. There's a few different rule changes here for KOFA. Nothing drastic. Let's jump in here. Real quick as even possible. We've got a storyboard here. Should we check it out? Let's check it out. All right, here we are. We've got a storyboard. The Welcome to KOFA National Wildlife Refuge storyboard. And there's a huge map here. This place is huge. There's dirt roads everywhere. It's 665,400 acres, right? And they are protecting. It originally started out, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but bighorn sheep. I think back in the 30s maybe, the Arizona chapter of Boy Scouts of America were concerned that these creatures, these magnificent creatures, were going to go extinct. People were killing them because they wanted to chop off the head, right? Put that great-looking head on their wall with the horns. Yeah, so they collected, thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of signatures, and they lobbied their Congress people. I don't know how it all worked out. It took years, but the Boy Scouts got them to establish this area here as the KOFA National Wildlife Refuge to protect these magnificent creatures. So, I've talked about the Boy Scouts before. I am a Boy Scout. Good job, guys. I mean, think if this had never happened and those creatures were just extinct and gone. I mean, we almost lost the buffalo too, so that's not a stretch at all. Okay, they have hikes to up Palm Canyon. It says every Sunday in February and March, starting at 1 p.m. on Sunday. They have a guided tour. You can hike up to the palm trees. How cool! Here's a storyboard warning us about. They used to do a lot of training here in World War II, so there might be unexploded ordnance. If you're out there running around in the desert, you might want to keep your eyes peeled. Also, lots of mines, abandoned mines. You can fall in them, and there's still active mining going on here today. KOFA stands for King of Arizona because there is a King of Arizona mine, and I believe it's still operational. Anyway, there you go. There we have it. We got more people coming because this place is so much fun. And Palm Canyon is up this way. Palm Canyon is right up here. And of course there are just numerous Jeep trails, dirt roads and Jeep trails all through this area. A lot of them I wouldn't take my truck on, but you can really explore. You can spend days, and you can camp back here. It's all 14-day free camping. Pack it in, pack it out. No gathering firewood. If you want a fire, you got to bring it with you. And here's what we got. It's pretty self-explanatory. See, no drones. For some reason, they don't want drones. Maybe it scares the wildlife. I don't know. I've seen people that have that have shown drone footage. That's not going to be me. I'm not going to be that guy. But I can just go outside the boundaries that we just crossed. As soon as I'm on BLM land again, then I can fly my drone. So you could fly your drone and get pictures of the edge. But once you get deep in there, you're not supposed to do that. All right, let's get back in the truck and keep going. These guys have a nice camp spot, and they've even got a porta potty. How about that? A porta potty in the desert. Wow. I thought I'd seen everything. All right. Let's continue in this direction, going uphill. Here's another available campsite. So now I've found the campsite I probably want to take when I come back to KOFA, right here. Look at that view. I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing. It's so amazingly fabulous. Look at this. Now this campsite is close to the road, but it's not like there's a lot of traffic. And see the road snaking up there to Palm Canyon? Yeah, that's where we're headed. We're trying to get there. But this, for a campsite here, look at this. I mean, come on. 14-day. Think of the hiking you can do from here. Mountain bike? Not out there. But there's lots of trails. We'll maybe go follow one later. Okay, let's keep going. Look at this. Sitting in my chair, having my morning coffee, looking at this. And talk about quiet. I mean, do you hear that? That's silence. It's just wonderful. And the stars at night. We're pretty far from any light source out here. Stargazing. All right. Let's keep going. We're almost there. Sorry to keep stopping, but here's another camping spot. Look at the view from here. This is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about altitude. All right. I mean, we've got a great view of the valley below from up here. Everything in the foreground beautiful. Everything in the background beautiful. You can see there's a van down there. But I was surprised to find that they still have camping spots, these designated spots, way up here. But that's Palm Canyon up ahead. We're almost there. This is just phenomenal. It really is. 14 days, free. I better not post this video. There'll be 100,000 people up here the next week. Look at this. Sorry, I've just got to take it in. I hope you guys appreciate the view. I don't think this camera is going to do it justice. I don't know how it's possible. Wow. It's just spectacular. Okay, let's get closer. Okay, kids, we made it. We are at the trailhead, and this is the view. At least one of the views. Pretty outstanding. Yeah, let's go up, let's face Palm Canyon. Here it is. And this is the hike everybody drives up here for. There's some storyboards here before before you start your hike. And then you can see the trail heads off that way. And then right up the canyon. And I believe once you get way up in there, in that notch, you're going to make a left-hand turn, and that's where the palm trees are, even higher up. But I don't know for sure because I haven't done it. But look at this landscape. Look at this landscape. Golly. Yeah, the desert's ugly. No one would want to camp here, right? Wow. Millions of years of erosion. A lot of caves. Cave-like holes in the side of this mountain. Okay, let's see what the storyboards say. Here's a Sonoran Desert synopsis. You can freeze frame that and read it. Tells you all about that. The bighorn sheep. Here's the guys that really are the reason we're here. We were afraid they were going to go into extinction and needed a spot where they could be protected, and here it is. And now, an explanation of Palm Canyon and how it was created millions of years ago. Interesting stuff. All right, one last look at this view. And then we're going to head down. I hope you've enjoyed this little tour. A lot of recreation to be had here at KOFA. There's trails going off in this direction too. And look at that, there's a tent on that sign. There's camping. You can backpack in there and camp. That's just outstanding. Outstanding. Yeah, there were some people with Virginia license plates tent camping just below us here. Just a pristine spot they got with a view. Another single lady with her dog below them, tent camping. A lot of that going on up here. Yeah, it's just fantastic. Highly recommend. We're not even done yet. Let's look around a little bit more. There's more to see down the hill. All right, look at this campsite. Look at the view they've got. That is just spectacular. Just wonderful. Fun stuff. A lot of wonderful nature. If you look out, just go out and find it. All right, guys. So here's more of a Jeep trail. One of the many that crisscrosses this massive place. And it looks KOFA Queen Canyon 5 miles down this road. I don't know the condition of the road, but I thought we'd walk on the wild side here and get a little bit more off the beaten path. I mean, I'm not any Jeep or, what does it say? Okay, road closed 8.5 miles ahead. So we can go 8.5 miles on this dirt road. Now, I don't know if I want to go do all 8, but let's check it out. Let's go see what these Jeep guys get into. My truck is no Jeep, but it should be able to handle this. We'll find out. I wouldn't want to pull my trailer necessarily in here, but I could, I think, if I went really slow. But there's camping back here. But this is getting, I mean, look at this saguaro here. This is just outstanding. If the cool camp, my little runaway would come back here, no problem. I might lose the license plate and the tail lights that hang down at the back. Look, here's a couple of camping spots right here. Let's get the feel for this. I'm going to pull off and pretend I'm camping here. Pretty small. Oh, small spot. Let's check it out. All right, let's see what we got. We got a fire ring here. We've got the sign. No vehicles beyond this point. See, they don't want you. You can camp back here in a tent. Hell, you can backpack all over this area in a tent. It's the motorized vehicles that tear everything up. But again, look at this. Golly, this view has really got me, you can tell. It's very majestic. Very majestic. When we were up close, it was, you know, it was practically biblical, especially with these clouds. The sunset on that mountain is going to be spectacular. It'd be wonderful to be camped right about here or back up where we were before. But look at the terrain here. See, now we're off the beaten path. Now, this Jeep trail, which is what it is, a lot of people don't want to do this. A lot of people can't do this. You know, you'd be amazed at what kind of vehicle can make it. And I've seen vehicles that have no business being down roads like this. And they go and they make it. You just don't know what you're going to encounter up ahead, and you don't know if there's going to be any place to turn around. That could be an issue, which becomes a real issue if you're pulling a trailer. But again, this is a nice spot, and you're, you know, farther off the beaten path here. You can get some real primitive camping going on. And these guys with overlanding rigs, see, I've got this spoiler on the front of my truck that hangs down and robs me of departure angle on the front and ground clearance. And a lot of guys take those off, but you lose gas mileage. And since most of my driving is on pavement, not here, and gasoline is extremely expensive, and I'm not getting great gas mileage anyway, especially towing, so I don't want to take that off. I don't want to spend even more money on fuel. So what that means is I just can't do the more extreme off-road stuff. I'm fine with that. I am, because my little truck goes where I need it to go. But this is spectacular, isn't it? I don't know. I hope you guys are as enthusiastic about this place as I am. Wow. You could come back here again and again and again and still not see half of it. Because the roads, they wrap all the way around on the other side of these mountains, on the other side of these mountains. Oh my goodness. Okay, back in the truck. Let's have some more fun. All right. I decided not to go any further down that Jeep trail. I'm hungry. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Time for me to eat some food, get back to the camper, and do my favorite part of camping, you know, sitting still. But I saw this on the way. We're back on BLM land. We're off the wildlife preserve. But this is interesting. Check this out. We've got we've got a labyrinth out here in the desert. I don't know if you can get a good enough angle here. Now, I don't understand what's behind the labyrinth. Maybe somebody can let me know in the comments what is going on here. They're very cool. This one's quite elaborate, don't you think? I mean, I should probably walk the labyrinth, which means I'd go around in a circle a million times, but the circles would keep getting smaller and I'd finally arrive in the middle. I'm kind of sidestepping. I'm doing my sidestep exercises here. As you can see, this labyrinth is quite extensive. Also, I'm hungry. So we're gonna get to the heart of the labyrinth right here, and maybe you guys can tell me what this is all about. People have been leaving little things behind, as you can see, and we've got, you know, tiny toys like a couple of ducks here. We've got a little tiny doll head, very interesting. We've got some seashells. We got lots of painted rocks. And other, you know, trinkets are here in the center of the labyrinth. Nice piece of quartz too. So, yeah, let me know, you guys, what is the significance of this? We've got a penny. We've got a golf ball. Interesting stuff. Looks like some poker chips, a beer cap, bottle cap. But little things that are very interesting, don't you think? I don't know. Yeah, if you know what's going on here, feel free to fill me in. But I thought this was interesting. Very interesting. This giant labyrinth out in the middle of the desert in this beautiful setting here. I mean, look, you know, perspective. There's Palm Canyon, tucked back in that giant mountain back there. Lots of surprises here in the KOFA area. If you're coming to KOFA, be prepared to be amazed. Yeah, I think it's pretty neat. All right, I had to stop and show you the labyrinth. And now I think it's time for me to go set up a table and fire something up and, you know, cook something. I don't think I I'm not in the mood for a protein bar. I want some food. Let's go do it. All right, sun's going down. It's been quite a day. I really like it here in KOFA. You guys, you'll have to leave me some comments. Tell me what you think about this place. I can't wait to get back here. I'm just scratching the surface. But it's quiet. I mean, do you hear that? I've got my fantastic fan running in the camper, and I've got a crackling fire in my solo stove. And those are the only two sounds. I mean, look at that. What a view. And again, 14-day free dispersed camping, boondocking at its best here in the Sonoran Desert. BLM land right here, and KOFA National Wildlife Refuge in the distance. And you can camp all over that refuge as well. Next time I'm going deep in, we're going to camp in there. But this has been spectacular. Lots of exploring you can do here. And we're not done yet, right? We'll see what we look like in the morning. I'll just give you a little panorama here. Give you a little look around before I sit down to relax a little bit by the fire. Look at this place. I'll be turning on the electric blanket soon. It was nice and warm today. It was 78. So the reason the fantastic fan is on is to pull some cool air in there. I like to sleep cold. Here's my fire. What do you think, huh? Really like my solo stove. Keeps the fire contained. Much less chance of burning the forest down. Also, economical. Uses less wood. And it gets darn hot, so it does put off heat. And of course, no smoke really to speak of. If you keep the wood below the rim, you'll have practically no smoke. I really like that solo stove. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do a full review, you know, lighting, enjoying as we are right now. Cleaning. So there you have it, guys. I could talk all night about this stuff. But now that the sun is officially down, and it's down, I think I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight to you guys. I'm going to enjoy my fire for a little bit. And it's nighty-night time in the new camp. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. We've got some kind of a satellite launch, probably from Vandenberg Air Force Base in California. So look at that. There's the rocket going, and it's moving. It's really moving. And then I wasn't looking up at the right time. Look at the trail. Look at that trail from the launch site way over there in California. If, in fact, that's what's happening. I'm just speculating. But they do a lot of these launches from Vandenberg. It's usually, excuse me, Elon Musk. You know, it's usually him throwing some more satellites up into space so our Starlink dish will work even better. But I wanted to share that with you, huh? See how fun these camping trips are? Look at this. You just look up and there's a rocket. Really kind of adds to the sunset, doesn't it? All right, guys. You never know what's going to happen when you're out in the middle of nowhere. Well, hey, everybody. Where'd the time all go? Look, I'm all hooked up and ready to pull out. Got to get back to work. Wish we had some more time. Thanks for joining me for this episode of my shoebox adventures from KOFA National Wildlife Refuge. What did you think about KOFA? Let me know in the comments. I think this place is spectacular, but these pictures aren't going to do it any justice. It's going to look way better in real life. So if you haven't been here yet and it's on your bucket list, yeah, I'd say you can't really go wrong. It's a beautiful place, beautiful camping. It's just wonderful. Thanks again, guys. Be safe. Get outside, get some vitamin D, and until next time, as always, happy camping.